All right, in this video, we're going to talk about a tool called Sweep. So we're going to go ahead and after we open SolidWorks, go ahead and go to New Part. And in this case, we're going to have to make two different sketches. One that's called the path and one that's called the profile. And we'll go over those sketches as we make them. So the first thing we're going to do is on our front plane, we're going to go ahead and go up to Sketch and start our sketch. And this one is going to be our path. So if you want to move the plane around, you can, but we're going to start from the origin. And I actually am going to switch my units, which is going to force me to start a sketch again. That's fine on the front plane. But now we're in inches, which is good. So I'm going to take my line tool and I'm going to draw a line out here, straight out, straight up, and straight back over and hover over so I get that relationship so that it is vertical to the origin. If it doesn't maintain that relationship, that's just fine. We're going to go ahead and dimension this as 2 inches and 4 inches and then 2 inches again, so that that part is fully defined. This is nice to do in stages. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to put a little bend where these square corners are. It's called a fillet. We can do this in sketches as well. So I'm going to click the Sketch Fillet tool. I'm going to set the radius to 0.5, hit enter so I see it. And you can either click the two lines or you can just click the corner itself. And you'll see it in yellow first. And once you do both corners, you can hit the green check mark either here or over in the left-hand menu. And you'll see that those come in as well. And we are still fully defined, which is exactly what we want. This sketch is our profile. So I'm going to go ahead and click Exit Sketch. And just to keep things easy, I'm going to slowly click a second time on the name. Mine says Sketch 2. Yours might say Sketch 1, Sketch 2, whatever. And I'm going to go ahead and change this name to Path, just so we are clear. I'll hit enter. There is my path. Now the next one I'm going to do is the profile. I am going to go on the right plane. Go ahead and bend my view around. So I'm going to draw on the right plane and start my sketch. I started from the origin. I'm going to start again from the origin. I'm going to get a circle tool. I am going to click the circle tool. I am going to make my circle. I'm going to go ahead and get my Smart Dimension tool. And I am going to set the diameter to 0.5. And that should also now be fully defined because I am starting from the origin. Now, just so that you can see what's going on, go ahead and exit the sketch and go into an isometric view. So you can see that these two sketches are on two different planes, 90 degrees from each other in some way. They are not parallel. They are not on the same plane. Okay. The path touches the profile. So again, I will rename this. The path touches the profile either on an edge, in a corner, or at the center. It needs to make some sort of contact with the profile itself. And now what's going to happen is I'm going to go over to Features, and I'm going to click Sweep Boss Base. I now have two little icons right here. One that's looking for the profile, that's the closed shape. And then the path, which is what I want the closed shape to follow. Now I can do one of two things. I can either come out here and click on the line and it'll pick that sketch. Or if I drop this down, I can pick the path sketch and it will follow along. And I will get this little handle shape when I accept it. And this is the first thing that you are going to need to create. At this point, with it in the isometric view, so just as a shortcut, if you hold the Control key and push 7, you're going to get this isometric view, is exactly what you want to take a screenshot of. And that is your first part. You can save this if you'd like, or if you take your screenshot and paste it into your worksheet, you are welcome to close this part, not save it, and go to the little house icon at the top and click to start a new part. I do want to show you the sweep tool in a slightly different way. We are going to still use some of the same planes, but we're going to do it slightly differently. This time I'm going to still use the front plane to generate my profile. Personally, I like to draw the profile first because it does a good job of establishing kind of the what the whole thing is going to end up as. And I'm going to show you a new tool, and this tool is called spline. And I'm going to get my spline here, and you don't have to have yours match mine exactly. But basically, I am going to still start on the origin, and I'm going to come up and I'm going to click. And as I click, it'll create this path by bending around so that you have kind of a smooth transition point to point. If you want a sharper corner, you can click 2 times together, close to each other. But basically, I'm just going to end somewhere out like this. And I'm going to go ahead and escape to end so that that is the end result. Now, we do want our paths to be fully defined, but to go and dimension this would all be totally crazy. So I'm going to show you a quick little tool that when we draw something a little more abstract, we can just use to fully define our sketch. So right under here, under display delete relations, you can drop this down and you can tell it to fully define the sketch. It will use both relations and dimensions. Both should be checked. And we want to dimension all entities in the sketch. And I'm going to go ahead and hit calculate. And it's basically going to figure a bunch of stuff out. It did a whole bunch of dimensions, which is great. I wouldn't have wanted to have to do all that on my own. And I'm going to go ahead and accept it. I'm going to exit the sketch. Again, I do like to rename things. Profile. Now, sometimes you want to start maybe from some place that isn't necessarily a great place to start from. So like I don't have a plane right now that I can do a good job of starting at. So I'm going to try to create one. So I'm going to click reference geometry and I'm going to click plane. And the first reference I'm going to click is this endpoint right here. I'm going to click that endpoint. And it's going to be coincident to that. That's fine. And my second reference is the line that happens before it. And I want it to be perpendicular to that. So as you can see, I'm getting a plane that is perpendicular to the end of this curve. So when I start it, because all my lines are curved, when I start it, this plane is going to be exactly 90 degrees from the line at the end. So you can see my plane is fully defined. I'm going to go ahead and accept it. Now it's also highlighted, so I can either click sketch right now, or I can highlight plane 1. You can see plane 1 is in my file tree, and I can click sketch. And again, I have that center point, so I'm going to again use circles. And so I am going to put a circle on the origin at 0.5. Actually, I think I ended up in millimeters, so it's okay. I will end up using some dimensions, but you can kind of choose what you decide to do. I'm going to go ahead and make 2 concentric circles, concentric meaning they have the same center. And then I'm going to use Smart Dimension. And because I didn't change mine, I'm going to Smart Dimension this one at 5. I'm going to dimension this one at 7, which works just fine. And you can see that they are on that point. Not real sure why it doesn't want to go. Sometimes when you're doing real abstract shapes, you'll get this. So we're going to, again, fully define the sketch, have it calculate. It added something. That's great. and I'm going to accept it, and I'm going to exit my sketch, and this is my profile. Oh, one more try. There we go. Oh, I'm sorry. I messed those up. This was my path. Sorry for those of you that didn't catch it like I didn't. So we have the path first, then the profile. Now we're good to go. And you'll notice that since I made concentric circles, when I go to features and I click sweep, and the first thing I want is my profile. I'll pick the profile, and then I pick the path. You'll notice what I get is one of those things that's kind of like one of those crazy straws, where it's this tube that's bent all around. And again, I'm going to accept that and go to my isometric view, and you can see these two things. Now, if you don't want the plane showing, if you right-click where it says plane 1, you can just tell it to hide so that we don't have to look at it, so that it's not in your screenshot. But in your screenshot, and you may need to adjust your view, which you can do with your arrow keys. I do want to see kind of what your profile looked like. I do want you to have at least one that ended up hollow, like this one did. But your shape doesn't have to match mine exactly. You don't have to do 2 concentric circles. You could have done 2 concentric squares or rectangles or whatever you needed to kind of figure this tool out. But this is your second screenshot, and this is the end of the activity.